Hi everyone, this is meowmurai. Let's continue our game of Minds Beneath Us running on PC. Alright, where are we going? Screening? I don't remember, it's been a little while since we played. I'm not 100% sure where we left off. Return to the van, okay. I don't think there's anything left to do here. Hey, Jason. Hi. It's crowded in here. It's crowded in here. Huh, Nin, what did I say? No budget for a bigger van. How's the comparison going, 23? Patience, I'm... Ha, here it is. Gather up, folks, the moment of truth. 23? No. No what? No evidence that they're increasing the power of flop generation. Nothing at all? Nothing at all. Everything fits perfectly together, above or below the counter. Are you sure? I'm 100% positive. What? How could it be? Show me the files, 23. I cross-referenced every single line. There's nothing. Show me the files all the same. Are you suggesting I overlooked? I just want to confirm. Normally you wouldn't ask. This is too important to afford any oversight, 23. I know. Sorry, it's just... Files sent over. They do seem right. Yeah. What now? Admit we made a big mistake? It can't be. Both Auntie and Francis have proven Vision is selling more flops than it could generate. Maybe they discovered some new technology and kept it a secret? Impossible. Miss Ye's data shows all the extra flops are from Vision itself. Maybe they tampered with the recording source? That is a legit possibility based on what we have. However, this is too drastic to keep a technology secret. If they did tamper with sourcing records, it can't be for proprietary technology. They're covering up evidence of crime. I'm still in favor of our original theory. I still believe this data from the seller has been tampered with. Impossible. This is raw data retrieved right from the seller. If this is tampered with, it means the Ops division has never seen the actual data. That, in turn, means Ops never managed the seller. The seller runs itself. They just play along. Do you seriously believe that? I do. You have no idea what Vision is capable of. That is absurd. I call it one big hoax, or money laundering scheme. 23. Listen to me, Nin, please. We must start over and be practical. It's very likely that our so-called additional flops do not exist. Unlikely. Vision provides flops for many clients. If they don't supply enough, people will find out. It's possible. You are aware that there's an arms race of flops going on small and medium enterprises, right? They're hoarding up flop contracts like there's no tomorrow. The idea is whoever stops first is out of the game. They can't really use up all the flops they paid for. What if... Sunrise is one of Vision's clients, not to mention Growl and Datum. Are you suggesting they're blind too? Or maybe they're all in this together. There's a gigantic conspiracy. Vision does not want anyone to see this data. You know how hard they tried. This isn't some ridiculously sophisticated misdirection campaign. Then maybe... Enough, 23. To verify data from the cellar, we have two options. 1. Hack into the flop core. 2. Retrieve data from other farms with abnormal flop outputs. Other farms? We don't have that kind of time or resources. Yes, the flop core is the only viable option. Don't tell me you want to... I know you hate it. I hate it? Are you suggesting I am the problem? You should hate it too. Infiltrating the flop core is a felony. Your choice, 23. I won't drag you into something you don't agree with. This is so wrong in so many ways. I know. I've made my choice. Your turn. Okay, let's take the flop core. Cedar looks immensely relieved. But there's one condition. You must not lead the operation. I know you want to take the front line, right? No, I can't let Lawrence and Jason take the risk. That would be... Consider this. If you're seen, not necessarily caught, that would alert Owl. Can we afford that? Alert Owl? I thought Owl was backing this operation. Backing this operation. Wait. She interrupted me. This investigation is not sanctioned by Owl? What? Nin, I think we should... I know. You're right, Francis. Sorry for keeping you in the dark. What the... No way. You're shitting me. Lawrence doesn't know either? Let Nin explain. This investigation is a personal project between 23 and I. Owl doesn't know about it. That's why they assigned you to other tasks mid-operation. And why we don't have the budget for a second beacon. You all noticed. Correct. But we have a reason to hide this operation from Owl. Owl belongs to the government, but is ultimately funded by big corporations. It's not a neutral organization. There are Vision agents within Owl. We can't let them know about this. What happens if Owl finds out? We will face administrative punishment, which is the least of our problems. Our boss will call a stop to this operation for sure. Did you ask your boss? No need. I just know it. You're in enough trouble already. I don't want you to have to be overwhelmed. How are we supposed to be better off without transparency? Okay, I see your point. That is all in your favor. Well, I seldom see Franlin this harsh. You're right. Sorry. Consider me corrected. It's you two against both Vision and Owl. Is that what you're saying? Kind of, although we're against a specific activity of Vision's, not the corporation itself. That is cool. Ready to take on the whole world in order to make things right? That's what heroism is about. Don't dramatize, Lawrence. We have practical objective, which is to ensure the safety of the people in the cellar. Oh. I apologize for not making this clear sooner. Does your renegade activities affect us in any way? If the operation is compromised, you will be spared as misled, manipulated civilians. Not guilty by reason of being uninformed. That depends on what you tell them. I knew this would happen. Guys, this is exactly why we didn't let you know. What do you mean? Fran's getting angry. In case we doubt you? Jason. What 23 is trying to say that if you don't know, you don't know. Honestly uninformed. Now that you know it, there's a whole new dimension of concerns. I see your point. Sorry for doubting you. The apology's all mine. We started it. Now, would you agree not to lead the charge, Nin? If I'm to hold back, Jason and Lawrence must infiltrate the flop core together. I can't have either of them acting alone. What do you say, Lawrence? I say hell yeah. Been looking forward to doing some badass action. Jason? I'm okay either way. Cito's looking at Fran, asking for her opinion. As long as Jason agrees. We don't have choices. If you go down, Miss Cito, we all go down with you. Thank you. Now we have a direction. Next, specific strategy. Retrieving the data is simple enough, exactly like what you did before. Enter the flop core, plug in my decryption device, and call it a day. Do you still have the thing, Lawrence? I do. How long does it take? About 3 minutes, counting everything. 30 seconds to crack the encryption, then copying everything out. I can see everything in plain text after decryption. What do you care? Just copy everything. You have all the time in the world to examine the data at home. The copying part is automated. You just need to plug, unplug, and go. Consider the sheer volume of the data. It will take a little while. Good. Next, let's work out an infiltration plan. The flop core is located on a restricted level. You need security clearance to make the cellar elevator stop there. I'm afraid this is the only way to get in. There's no farm staff, no permanent security guard. As long as you can get there, the rest is a breeze. 2 issues in front of us. First, how to get the security clearance. Second, an ID card to open the locked door. You know your farm well, Supervisor. The ID is not an issue. We can forge one at any time. Forged by who, 23? Rest assured, I'm on top of the ID. I can't afford to let 23 screw around. Hey, I have a serious face for serious occasions, too. What title do you have in mind? Cable Management Engineer? It's legit. There are tons of cables in the flop core. Totally makes sense. I suggest Special Inspector dispatched by the CEO. CEO? Shane Yan? Inspectors have access to all parts of the farm. Being sent by the CEO means no one dares to question you. Are we both inspectors, me and Lawrence? No need. There is no one in the flop core. You don't need to perfect the act. Take the elevator to the flop core and open the door with the ID card, and it's done. So the actual title doesn't matter? We only use the ID card as a key? Yes and no. If anything out of plan happens, you will need to show a proper title. In that case, Cable Management Engineer definitely won't work. The security clearance is a bit of an issue. Why? I can grant you access clearance through the beacon, but there is one problem. Come on, one problem is basically no problem. The flop core is under maximum security, and visited by anyone, with clearance or not, triggers an alert. I can delay this alert, but not cancel it. You must get out before the alert goes out. That is the only solution I have. What do you say, Nin? I say go ahead. You will have more than enough time. Maybe I can ask Yuna Su for help. She said she'd return the favor. I think I can get help from Yuna Su. The IAB officer? She should be able to grant security clearance. Better still, she will give you a legit reason to visit. Why would she help you? I gave her some intel before. Intel? Cedar was alerted. I gave her something unrelated to our investigation. It is unrelated, all right. She already owes you a favor. This won't compromise our operation. Go ahead, then. Well done, Jason. This could be a safer alternative. What's the location of Yuna Su? Entrance lobby, on the first floor. I granted Jason security clearance. She hasn't moved. Get going, Jason. Contact Lawrence when you have the clearance for the flop core. What if Yuna Su says no? Then we have our original plan. And take this. A stun grenade. Your last resort. Stun grenade? My genius design. A flashbang and an EMP generator rolled into one. Whatever you're up against, this thing will buy you at least 30 seconds of precious time. Works great against owl agents, too. Aren't we stunned, too? Your package includes contact lenses against the flash, and your earpieces have noise cancelling against the bang. Don't use it unless you absolutely have to. Remember, it's the last resort. You may need it for the next time. Yes, ma'am. Okay, go. See you later, Jason. Jason Dye, looking for me? Yes. Have a seat. Let me guess, you want me to return the favor? Correct. What do you want? I need a security clearance for the flop core. She's frowning. That I can do. However, why would you want to go there? I need to retrieve some data. Right, data. The only thing you can find there. Just yourself? She figures I have partners? Don't mention any of us. Just myself. Good. There'll be trouble if you bring someone else along. I don't need to worry about that. Indeed. She seems convinced. Well done. It's a trick question. If I asked about it, she'd know I have partners. I can grant you access, but it's only for this one time. One time is enough. But it's not me. A colleague of mine will grant you access. Who? Let's just say that someone in the IAB owes me a favor. This is the perfect time for him to pay his debt. I think she's talking about Irvin Lin, another senior IAB officer. Sue sees him as a competitor. My guess is that she wants to have him do the job, then use it to blackmail him. It's none of our concern. 23 knows everything, huh? You're thinking 23 knows everything, huh? Yep, I do know everything. Sorry, let's cut 23 off. What? Can't cut your tongue? Nothing, I was distracted. Distracted by 23. I can't trust you if you keep having focus issues. Okay, you don't need to know who exactly grants you access. The result is the same. You have what you need. It's done. Now you can go to the flop core. Remember, though, only once. Thank you. You're welcome. Security clearance verified. You do have access to the flop core. Well done. Now meet Lawrence at the elevator to the cellar. Hey, Jason. Hey. Lawrence. Jason, ready? Of course. I'm ready. Good. Remember, once you're in the elevator, you'll be cut off. If anything happens, improvise. Roger. And one last bit of update before you go. That forged pass you're carrying, your title should be engineering manager, not inspector. Doesn't matter. All you need to do is to tap on it. Wait, doesn't matter. All I need to do is to tap it on a lock. No one's going to ask. Correct, but staying up to date won't hurt. Good luck. Then got the ID title wrong. Color me surprised. Tiara is human. I've never ever seen her make any mistake. Say, I've never taken this elevator before. This is seriously something. Gigantic underground structure. Wow. I just hope it goes faster this time. Must be a tough day. What's your plan when all this blows over? When all this blows over? Get my lab back on track, of course. Right. Don't you want to join me? Speaking of that, I have no idea what his plan for the future is. Don't want to. Somehow I feel hurt hearing that from you. I told you last night, right? I'm working hard towards joining OWL. Why would you want to do that? Because they're so cool. Just kidding. OWL helped me multiple times. I want to be one of them. Helped. I've done flop contribution before. My family went there and brought me along. How long before? When I was in middle school. Middle school? Nothing long term. I was racked up for about 2 weeks. Do they take kids that young? Not anymore, but back then there was no rule against it. Oh, that was for another corporation, not Vision. Name's Tendril. Tendril, one of Vision's key competitors. The service contract said 2 weeks, but we didn't finish. There was an accident. He winced. The accident killed both my parents and left me half dead. Tendril planned to let me die and be done with it. Easier to cover up. Then Nin appeared, saved me, and exposed Tendril's malpractice. I owe her my life. Ah. I'm sorry. It's nothing, really. Damn. Sorry I didn't intend to ruin the moment. My point is, there are many terrible corporations like Tendril, and people can't do anything about them. Tendril is still doing what it's been doing all along. That only force that could stop them is Nin and people like her. Are you talking about her or Owl? I did ask her that question, you know. And she said, it's all the same. You take the initiative as a person. To get things done, you need power and resources from an organization. Owl provides what you need, at a cost, but generally a good deal. A result-oriented view. Sort of. Anyway, that's why I want to join Owl. This might sound childish, mind you, but I'll do what it takes for the power to do the right thing. Don't you want it, Jason? Being an Owl agent, you can protect Miss Chang. She doesn't need my protection. I mean, if only to help her. Sorry, I meant no offense. None taken. Thank you. Is there someone you want to protect? Now? I guess no. I want to do something nonetheless, if only to make the world a better place. By do something you mean, help the disadvantaged against oppressors. For example, big corps in the flop farming industry. You think flop farming as a whole is wrong? Absolutely wrong. It does feed families. At the same time, it breaks more. It leaves people permanently scarred. I'm just one example. Nin has been trying to talk me out of it, but I can't. I hate flop farming and everything related to it. That does not apply to my colleagues at screening, though. I know there are good people even in the worst place. However, there are more bad people. Exactly. Ops represents the bad side. I saw plenty of good people working for Ops. Who are the bad guys, then? Let's focus on the operation. We're almost there. Better get this done quick. Wow, that's one heck of a long corridor. Let's go. Freeze! Who are you people? Mr. Dai? Shit, didn't they say there's no security officer? Worse still, he knows me. What are you doing here? I'm assisting this inspector from HQ. Inspector? What's wrong? He seems alerted by that title. Oh, I forgot. Cedar just called in and told us the title should be engineering manager. Is this the inspector? He doesn't know Lawrence. That much I can tell. They told me... No, you got my title wrong. I'm from HQ, engineering manager. What's that about? The regular servicing of the flop core is due. That's why I'm here today. Ah, right. He's playing his role. Engineering manager? Why are you in farm uniform? You have a problem with my uniform? No, I was just curious. Because I was not informed of any visitor today. Pardon me, I need to confirm your identity. Please come this way. You're young for an HQ manager. The key, my friend, is bribing the right people. Huh? Dude, that was awful. I appreciate the humor. May I know your name? My name? My name is... Shit, he didn't check the name on the fake ID. Just show me your ID and be done with it, sir. All right, here, take this. Sophie Cow? Sir? Isn't that name Sophie kind of, a bit feminine? My mom wanted a girl, and Sophie's a pretty damn good name. She had a boy in the end, but still thought Sophie's a pretty damn good name. Got a problem, eh? That's ridiculous, man. No, it's just unconventional. Don't tell me that worked. I'm going in, if you're done asking. I'm sorry, there's one more issue. We just received orders not to not let anyone into the flop core. If you absolutely have to, please talk to my boss. Since radio doesn't work on this floor, I'm afraid you'll need to take a detour upstairs. I'm terribly sorry for this inconvenience. Doesn't really have time for it. It's an order, I'm sorry. Please follow me. I'll take you to the security office. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this, idiot? Huh? Is that intended for me? Nope. You didn't inform the security office, huh? Now you want me to go up again? How long did the ride down take, huh? I'm sorry, I didn't know they have this temporary order. Didn't know. What's the company paying you for? I'll let your boss know about this. Oh, Sal's freaking out a little. You're a dead man, you. And you, security guy. Do you have any idea how I deal with dipshits like you? No? I'll make you, you've seen it. You tell him. Dude, you're leaving this mess to me? You make them kneel and kowtow. Kneel and kowtow? Oops, that was a terrible idea. Damn right. Kowtow till you have a concussion. That's what I call proper punishment. He wants to go on? That's... Huh? Sal's shaking. Hey, this can actually work. Wait. Okay. Since you have a pass, I suppose it's all right. Please go in. Whew, that did it. Die. You wait outside. What? That's not part of the script. Sir, you may need a hand. I don't. You stay here. Fine. Good. I'm going in then. Have a productive day. What the hell is Lawrence doing? Oh, that was intense. He's got some temper. Thank you for not provoking him any further. I didn't want to get us both fired. He has a pass. Nothing could go wrong. I'm having a really bad day. They told me to guard the door here this morning. Totally out of the blue. This morning? This is not your regular duty? No. This is not part of my job. You know me, Mr. Dye. I patrol the shuttle platform. Said the assignment's out of the blue? Yeah. I don't know what's going on. My boss just sent me here, telling me to watch out of shady figures with fake ID. Normally, we don't patrol this part of the farm. We don't have the security clearance. Told me to watch for an inspector of sorts. I guess it's all a false alarm. One mistake on their end, a ton of errands for me to run. My heart just skipped a bit when Mr. Cow said he's an inspector. Mr. Cow? Ah, he means Lawrence. I was like, whoa, really? Wait. Does that mean somebody informed Vision of our infiltration plan? Time's up. Time for shift change. I should go now. Great, I can finally have this place to myself. Shift change? Where's the other guard? Oh, I don't know. Huh? The boss told me to just leave when it's time. Someone will come along to fill the gap. Don't you need to do the handover? I have no idea. I was like, who's supposed to take over? Isn't that just going to leave a gap between shifts? The boss told me to shut up. Don't know why such secrecy. Okay, bye. The operation is messy, but generally moving forward. Should I check on Lawrence in the flop core? Nope, he took the ID card. I can't open the door now. Guess I'll have to wait. What the heck is he doing there? I need to ask him later. And what Sal said before he left makes me uneasy. Lawrence is spending way too much time inside. 23 said it takes 3 minutes. She miscalculated? All done. Let's evacuate. Yeah. Now, get the hell out of here while we still can. Jason. I'll be damned. Here they are. The boss is never wrong. They're not security guards. So? Who the hell are you? Who the hell are you? What do you think? Enough. As planned. Off them. The fuck? I'll take the one in the rear. Don't damage the equipment. Can't even if I wanted to. They didn't allow guns. Do a proper job. I know. Haha. Oh, whoops. That's really loud. I forgot how loud this game is. a long sequence. Huh. You take that one out too. You take that one out too? Are you okay? Not too bad, except for the wound from the other day. I must get out now before... The fuck? Shall we keep this little show going? Do I have a choice? I said, shall we keep this little show going? I have a pretty good chance if it's just himself. Wait, we're just farm workers. I can't keep up with his moves? Be a smart boy. Answer my questions. No tricks. Whistle free. Who are you working for? I've seen your kind. All balls and guts until I beat the shit out of you. Damn. I'm passing out. Ouch. You okay? Sure, just feeling a bit numb. He looks pale. Did Vision send those mercenaries, or...? I don't think Vision sent them. And how did they get into the flop core? How did we get into the flop core? You have a point. Hopefully Nin knows something. Not counting it. She has no idea who we're dealing with. Don't be so sure. Nin and 23 know all sorts of people. Just that description might ring a bell. Jason, please don't tell Nin I went into the flop core alone, would you? Why? I have reasons, so please. No. Oh. Depends. I'll be the judge of that. Oh. But you must tell me what this is all about later. I promise. The data. Oh, I thought I dropped it. Once up there, we'll call Nin pronto and immediately go to the van for rendezvous. After that encounter, Vision could be on high alert now. Maybe there's an all-out war waiting for us up there. I still think we're wasting time. Should we have busted Shane Yan last night? Can't let trash like him walk around. The footage Francis recorded is enough to justify an arrest. Can't argue with that. But Sido said we must do a thorough investigation first. She did say that. What do you think, Jason? Acting before we see the whole picture could screw it up. If we still can't find any clue in this data we retrieved, then I'll try to convince Nin to go after Shane Yan. Will you support me, Jason? What we need is an open discussion, not taking sides. You sound exactly like Nin. You don't approve? No, it's just that you and Nin, you're like robots, always talking about a big picture, thinking it over, and so on and so forth. I don't mean it's wrong, but how could you be so detached when bad people like that remain at large? I'm forcing myself to put personal feelings aside. Oh, we can leave that discussion for later. Hey, we're almost there. You might need to evacuate immediately, Jason. Evacuate from Silencio? Yes, it's not safe here. Radio doesn't work down there. It will take Vision a while to find out. But we must act fast. Agreed. Now, time to move. They're back online. Jason, Lawrence, report your status. Mission accomplished? We had a situation. Mercenaries appeared. Report casualties. Minor injury. On our way back. Copy that. Let's get going, Jason. It's like, we need to go together, man. He's zipping off to. Jason, how are your wounds? I'm good. I'm unscathed. 23, is vision mobilized? Nothing's happening. No alarm. Still, evacuation is recommended. Good. Let's go. Roger. Oh, thanks, pulling me. Ooh, home sweet home. This is not your home. Home is where your family is. And we're not your family. Hey, why so serious? Ouch. Stay still. Don't forget your injury. Hey, Jason, you didn't even have a scratch. Ouch, ouch. Are you okay? Not too bad. I see 23 has been skipping her first aid lesson. Sorry about that. I was trying to be funny. Don't take it seriously. I think Fran is signaling me something. Well, what's Nin doing? She's been hiding in the bedroom since we came back. Hey, 23. Quiet. She's on the phone. Yeah. What does he say? He says he'll take care of it. Take care of what? Cleanup. Now Vision won't be able to track you down based on what you left at the flop core. How could you be so sure? Because I made sure Yunosu is in charge of the flop core investigation. Huh? Chill, you're not supposed to understand adult business. Hey! Lawrence, are you sure you were assaulted by mercenaries? Yeah. What's your opinion, Jason? Well, definitely not security guards for sure. Gray uniform and masks like skull faces. Right, how'd you know? I know who they are then. It's a mercenary group made of wanted criminals. The leader, codenamed Chameleon, is ex-military. Vision's hiring criminals? If you're doing illegal things, you might as well do it with like-minded people. We have seen Chameleon before. In other missions? That too. I mean, we saw him here. This shooter, he's a Chameleon. It was just a suspicion, but after what you said, now I'm certain Vision is working with him. Anything we need to know about him? He's notoriously aggressive, caused lots of trouble for Owl. Hiring him means Vision has more at stake than we thought. I'm monitoring Vision's internal communications. Looks like employees, no matter the rank, are not aware of the mercenaries. They are keeping it a secret from their own people. That explains why Sal was told to leave without handing over. It's a tough day for you two. Especially you, Jason. Sorry for putting you through this. Don't be. I'm well prepared. Cool as ever, Jason. You did exceptionally well to get out unaided. All thanks to my grenade. Right, Jason? Yeah, great timing. You each took down a henchman of Chameleons. I'm surprised. They are professional hitmen with abundant field experience, after all. Until we met the last guy. Yeah. That guy's on a whole different level. Super strong. We could barely touch him. Him. Military-grade exoskeleton suit? Pretty sure he had it. What's it do? Huh? I thought you knew better than anyone else, Jason. Haven't you seen it in the army? He's right. I even tried it on a few times. Quick explanation. Exoskeleton suits are a kind of enhancement gear for protection and ability boost. Some dock workers wear them for heavy lifting. The same thing. The civilian version only increases strength. No protection or speed boost. I used to wear it in one of my gig jobs. It's no match for the military grade, though. I mean, both the performance and the price tag. If Chameleon's men are armed with those, Vision must be paying them some serious money. Right. 23. When can you have the analysis result of the flop core data? Noon tomorrow, the soonest. Once done, we'll be able to see exactly what is happening in the cellar. I mean, we have all the data that can be had. The truth has to be in somewhere. Finally, the moment of truth. Yeah. Although we really have nothing to do before that. Hey, Nin. Yes? Can you give me a copy of the data Jason retrieved? What do you need it for? I just want to help. An extra pair of eyes doesn't hurt, eh? Are you doubting me, boy? No, I'm trying to help in any way I can. I don't mind. You're not stupid enough to share it with someone else, are you? Of course not. What do you say, Nin? Shall I give him a copy? No. What? Huh? Why? This is highly classified information. But no means no. Okay. Lawrence doesn't look very convinced. Okay, everyone. That wraps the business part up. Dinner time. Take Lawrence to dinner. I need a moment with Jason and Francis. Let's go, Lawrence. Oh. Show some spirit, man. Dinner's on me. Hell yeah. You mean for real? You deserve a treat. Let's go. Yay! Dinner must be expensive in this timeline. You've been silent, Francis. Are you feeling all right? Me? Oh, I'm all right. I can tell something's on her mind. Good. There are a few things I'd like to go over with you. But first of all, please accept my apology. I didn't intend to put Jason in danger. It's not a big deal. I know what I signed up for. No. I could have avoided the situation today. That said, I have a question for you, Jason. You ran into a security guard in the flop core. Did he say anything? Sal said quite a lot of things. He did mention stuff. Did he say why he was stationed there? He was sent there on short notice. I see. Did he mention how much they know? They knew someone's coming to the flop core. Really? Fran looked very surprised. Doesn't that mean our operation was compromised? I have this concern. But did the guard specifically mention Inspector? Sal did say that. Yes, they knew about that too. I see. Last question. Did Lawrence propose to enter the flop core alone? Oh. I did say that I wouldn't tell him. I'll say no. I see. Why ask? Fran? Anything wrong? I'm curious. That is not relevant. But if it's irrelevant, it's not classified. I guarantee it has nothing to do with either of you. I wouldn't insist if it's classified, Miss Sidhu. But if it's not, we need to create transparency as much as possible. I see. I'm asking about Lawrence because I'm worried about him. Worried about him? I didn't intend to include him on this mission because he has a personal grudge against the flop farming industry. You're very perceptive. She's generally surprised by my response. That is correct. Because of what happened to him, Lawrence hates everything related to flop farming with a passion. I was worried that he may take this too personally. As a general rule, personal feelings are counterproductive on missions. Moreover, I don't want to see him hurt. Hurt? How so? He's the kind of young man who believes every problem has a perfect solution if you try hard enough. All cases we worked on did have perfect solutions, but this time we're against vision. We must be prepared to face less than ideal results. I understand. Right. We have lived long enough to see reality as it is. There are situations that you have to admit defeat. Give up now for a chance to try again another day. To most people, this is the common sense, I believe. For you two, surrender might be the more sensible way to go. Your priority is to put your life back on track. She glanced at Fran. At least, Jason, you'd appreciate this option. Should I be mad at that? Sorry, I meant no offense. There's nothing morally wrong with surrendering. All I meant to say is that you don't have a reason to fight Vision to the death. Lawrence is a different case. To him, this is a holy war. We must raise Vision's evil empire to the ground. I think I know what you mean. But why did you ask whether he went into the flop core alone? I have a feeling that he may want to prepare some secret weapon of his own. I denied his request to see the data for the same concern. If he goes renegade and engages Vision on his own with this data, things will be even more out of control. Also, you both know that 23 will mind. She means legitimate process and privacy protection. I don't want to disappoint 23 or risk Lawrence. That's why I'm asking you, Jason. Sorry for keeping you in the dark. Shall I tell her? Lawrence did enter the flop core alone. I see. Why didn't you tell me before? You asked me not to tell. Ah, I see. Thank you. It must be hard to be you, Miss Siru. Leading a team like this, there must be a million things to juggle. Especially when you have a team like this. Don't say that. She's smiling, meaning she agrees. I chose this job. I try to do it as best as I can. I admire you. The feeling's mutual. I admire you too. Anybody admires me? Hey! There was one thing you must know. She suddenly got a whole lot more serious. What I'm about to say will decide the outlook of your future. I mean you both. The spike is my hovering gadget. I can control it with a certain range. With a certain range. Control it? Yes, shoot it out as a weapon and retrieve in a split second. It also serves as a fulcrum for acrobatic maneuvers. Wow. Hovering technology can be weaponized? This technology was developed for weapons. Civilian applications are a byproduct. What does it have to do with us? Could you fetch me a bottle of tea, Jason? Okay, thank you. The way she says it, she's not asking. Jason. I'm okay, Fran. Sorry. I suppose a live demonstration works better than a lecture. As you can see, Jason is not your average human. Not average human? He just demonstrated superhuman reflex. You lost me. You knew what I am. What'd you do that for? Jay, you know what Miss Siru was talking about? I'll get straight to the point, Francis. Jason was genetically engineered since he was born. Engineered? By whom? Fran is freaking out. It's not the harmful kind of engineering. Really? Yes. She seems calming a bit. Or she seems calming a little. Or seems like she's calming a little. Maybe they ran out of space or something, I don't know. Please allow me to explain. Owl found out that an unidentified secret society has been genetically engineering infants for decades. These infants are susceptible to remote control. They can be used as puppets. Remote control? According to our dossier, engineered humans have one thing in common. Occasionally out-of-character behaviors, occurring in sporadic episodes. This is the result of remote control by the secret society. That much we have confirmed. Each control session could last from 10 minutes to 3 or 4 days. You mean Jason is... He's now shielded. Remote control won't work on him anymore. This is too much to process. I need some time. I understand. When did you find out, Jay? Last night. Why didn't you tell me then? I haven't found a proper chance yet. Right. Too many things are happening at the same time. I can't tell if she's convinced. Miss Siru, why tell me this? Why tell me this? Why now? Because I just made sure of one thing. What I didn't tell you is that there are many types of engineering. There is one particularly dangerous kind with elevated physical capabilities. What kind of capabilities? Simply put, faster, stronger. They're effectively weaponized humans. You, Jason, are a humanoid weapon. And that's why I managed to beat those mercenaries? I believe so. But if you already made him immune to remote control, then... Owl has special rules regarding humanoid weapons. Contain indefinitely in a research facility or exterminate on site. What? You seriously want to do that? Calm down. I won't allow that to happen. But you can't change Owl's rules. Yes. What if you don't tell them about me? They will find out. Matter of time. I can cover up for you, although it won't change the result. There is a third way. Join Owl, like I did. Huh? I'm a humanoid weapon myself. She's one too? More than a few leaders of OWL want to make good use of people like us. I'm one of the few poster children. Not everyone made it. Those considered particularly unstable or not fit for field operations, they had to be either contained or exterminated. What I mean is, if you trust me enough, I hope to solve your problem with this approach. Joining OWL? I don't have any other choice. Yeah. What would you suggest, Francis? I don't know. I can't make big decisions like this on the spot. You're right. Sorry. Am I really the weaponized type? We need lab tests for an official verdict, but I'm 100% sure. I need time to evaluate you. I've checked your background before making contact. The way you subdued the stabber at the farm was self-evident enough. Your muscle power and reflex were obviously beyond what's normally considered possible. At the hospital, I told Lawrence to watch how you handled those thugs. Quick and clean, as expected. On top of that, you dealt with professional mercenaries earlier today. Okay. Jason, this may sound like a crisis, but it's also an opportunity. Before you face OWL, I can help you prepare. Great. Better than extermination. Correct. I know you need time to process. You both. Rest assured that OWL won't notice Jason in the immediate future. How much time do we have? They will notice me sooner or later. When that happens, Fran... May I ask a question? Ask away. These investigations, some of them against the order of your superior, and now offering to help Jason. Why are you doing this? I always try to do the right thing. She said that without thinking. Lawrence said something like that too. I do it because I can. With great power comes great responsibility. Spider-Man? Correct. She flashed a knowing smile. How far will you go to do what you think is the right thing? As far as I need to, without crossing red lines. Some measures are against my purposes. I won't shoot myself in the foot. You think you have strong principles? Exactly the opposite. I see principles as rigid shackles, more troubling than they're worth. Weak principles are too loose to be of any value. Strong, rigid principles only hold you down. Never kill, never lie, be loyal to someone, and so on and so forth. These principles slow you down when you really need to take action. Worse still, you don't achieve anything extra by adhering to them. No help with action, no help with results. What if adhering to principles is my very pursuit? I just won't. I know myself fairly well. Every choice I make is weighted, informed decisions. Instead of creating supposedly universal principles, I judge every situation as a separate case. My decisions are made based on the value I assign to everything. Value is something I can talk about. It's an effective measurement of my own action, and the results. Value fluctuates all the time, though. Worshipping rules or principles equals giving up independent thinking, which marks the start of a downward spiral. Does 23 agree with you? I don't think so. She has her own principles. Respecting laws? In a loose sense, yes. But she broke her own principles by joining you on this unsanctioned operation. Correct. For this very reason, she's been struggling against herself since the start of this operation. The world is a complicated place. No rigid principles could grant permanent peace of mind. I tried to explain to her, but she wouldn't listen. Peace of mind? This line of work often pits us against tough decisions. Sacrificing civilians for the sake of an operation is just one example. Many have trouble dealing with such pressure and guilt. 23 is one of them. I'm doing this for law and order. That gives her peace of mind. Now you see why she values principles. But she broke her own principles. Why is she breaking her own principles, do you think? These principles are no longer providing her peace of mind. She chose to go after Vision, because it's obviously the right thing to do. Yet her principles are giving her hell for doing the right thing. Okay. I think I understand. Thank you. I'm glad you asked. We are the same kind of people, Francis. Instead of peace of mind, we choose to assess things in terms of right and wrong. More importantly, we are both willing to make sacrifices to do the right thing. For today, I take that as a compliment. Now I'm not so sure. I'm not willing to sacrifice. I just never saw it as a real possibility. I was impulsive, not brave. You need time and experience to figure out how much leverage you can afford. Leverage? I'm not very comfortable with that word. Sorry, don't get me wrong. That's the first time I've seen Sidhu stutter. It was a poor choice of words. I apologize. Sometimes I overlook the sentimental value of people and things. No offense taken. I understand. Fran showed her a knowing smile. What I meant to say is we learn a little more about ourselves with each tough choice. How tough is tough? Having gone through so much, I must have dealt with a fair share of tough moments, no matter what definition. Of course. But maybe you haven't seen what your level of tough is yet. Her grin says, nice try. You sound awfully like someone. I hope it's a good person. A meticulous person. Jason is hungry. Man, philosophical debate burns through food fast. Go grab some dinner. We have already covered all key points. What about you? I'm not hungry. Me neither. You might catch up with Lawrence and 23 if you're fast enough. I will examine Francis's wound. Okay. See you later. Don't be too late. See you later. Interesting that I would just leave. Alright, well, we stop it there. This is meowmurai. You've been watching Minds Beneath Us, running on PC. Interesting turn of events. I mean, there's some things that we know, but there's some things that other characters don't know. And so the plot is moving along pretty quickly. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.